Have you ever felt so good? I mean, so happy. You almost wanted to cry. Well, that's the way I felt the first time I looked at my daughter's eyes. I was there the moment of birth. I'm a daddy, a father. Man, I'm so proud. Diapers and bottles, it was all good. And you could see me with the stroller walking around the neighborhood. I remember taking her to school, and that time she slapped my hands and said, "My daddy's cool." Brings a smile even to me now. I have a son, and he's my little man, but she's my firstborn. I know you understand. She played volleyball and basketball, and I was at every game, yelling and screaming. The other parents must have thought I was insane. She went away to college, got her degree. You know me. I waved it around for the world to see. I'm a proud daddy. She's a woman now and looks more like her mother every day, and pretty soon I'll be wearing a tux. In a ceremony, I'll have to give her away. But she'll always be daddy's little girl. Have you ever felt so good? I mean, so happy. You almost wanted to cry. Well, that's the way I feel every time I look in my daughter's eyes. Thank you. Let's see.
Write it, Jack.
No, not. I'm gonna do this one. Okay. Broken-hearted love poem. And this is for the fellas, because all of us have been through this one time or another. You know, the women always, "Oh, he did me wrong." You know, one of those Judge Judy poems, you know what I mean? It was a long, "No, it wasn't. He gave that to me," you know. Okay. What about the cell phone, you know? Okay. So, my love of my life broke my heart. So, I was trying to figure out, you know, what happened? What did I do wrong? Didn't do anything wrong, but I wrote this. I spoke words of love that had meaning and thought it would always be. But she said she didn't love me anymore, needed her space, and wanted to be free. She never cried for me. I'm still in a state of shock and wondering. I never saw the change. I remember those long walks we had hand in hand in the pouring rain. And how do you fall out of love? Is there a magic potion I can take, something she can see that I wouldn't have to fake? And why should I care? Her love is no longer there. Where is she now? Is she somewhere making small talk over a glass of wine with her new love? Is she telling him, as she told me, how true her love can be? I close my eyes and I'm afraid to sleep, and all this crying won't change a thing, and yet I sit here patiently, waiting patiently for the phone to ring. She cried at baby showers, movies, and old love songs. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't blind. I just couldn't see. She never cried for me. I asked God, is this a test, and what lesson he's teaching me? I'm not wise in the way of love, and nor do I claim to be. I'm chained by her spirit, and I can't let go, and everybody knows, and I'm a fool, and I just don't care. I compromised everything I believed in, hoping she would stay. She blew me a kiss and rolled out anyway. Was she acting a part, just waiting to leave? What am I to really see? She never cried for me. How can I think of a future when my heart is grounded in the past, and I know she'll never come back to me? For now, she's free, but it still hurts to know she never, never cried for me. Thank you. In that same vein, she said she loved me. Had me believing it was true, and people would stop and stare and say, "Logan, how can a pretty woman like that be in love with a guy that looks like you?" Jealousy, jealousy. See, she would kiss me, put that tongue all down my throat, give me that body and take me to paradise. Man, was I happy. When I thought things couldn't get any better, it didn't. Then she told me of her needs. See, she's late on the rent, the gas and electric, the car note, and the phone. And a little loan would suffice. So I went to the bank, got the money, gave it to her. Isn't that what a man's supposed to do for his woman? Well, then I was getting to feel like a fool. I didn't see her for months. And you know, I go call her on the phone, and she ain't never home. I go past her place, her car's always gone. And then I came home. There she was. Said she missed me. Kissed me. Put that tongue all down my throat. Gave me that body and took me to paradise. Man, was I happy. And then she told me of her needs. See, the doctor said she couldn't work anymore because she was in a family way, you know, a bun in the oven, while calling me daddy. I was overjoyed, hope it's a boy. And then I came home. There she was crying. Had a miscarriage. Said she needed time to recover, you know, a place of her own, a car and a cell phone. So I went to the bank, got the money, came back and gave it to her. She moved out the next day, and I worried about her, and I truly missed her. Didn't hear from her for months. And then I came home. There she was. Said she missed me, kissed me, gave me that body, and took me to paradise. Man, was I happy. And then when she was telling me about her, why are you looking at me like that? What? Oh, I know what you're thinking. She's gonna tell me of her needs, right? And I'm gonna go to the bank, get the money and give it to her, and won't see her for months on end. Is that what you're thinking? Well, not this time, buddy. I wrote her a check.